Hello, and welcome to the Testing Introduction Homeroom. Today we're going to be talking about the end-of-course assessments that begin tomorrow. The end-of-course assessments given to 9th grade students are English 9, Math 1 or Math 2, and Biology. A student taking Math 3, for example, will only take English 9 and Biology. Because the end-of-course assessments are required for graduation, we're going to talk briefly about the graduation requirements. The first step towards your graduation requirements is completing required courses. You can see these required courses in your course selection guide at the link bit.ly/MHSCSG. The second step is to complete the end-of-course assessments. So regardless of what you choose to do for your graduation pathway, you need to complete the end-of-course assessments. Step 3 is completing the graduation pathway. You have 3 options for graduation. The first option is to earn 18 points over the course of the 7 end-of-course assessments that you will take. These end-of-course assessments are Math 1, Math 2, English 9, English 10, Biology, American History, and American Government. Your second option is to earn an industry-recognized credential and meet the WorkKeys benchmarks. The third option is to meet all of the college readiness benchmarks set for the ACT. You can see the college readiness benchmarks on the screen. Here's the testing schedule for all end-of-course assessments. As you can see, we will be testing by teams. We have set aside the first 4 bells for testing. As you can see, Team 1 starts tomorrow, Tuesday, April 12th, to take the English 9 exam. The rest of this week will be consisting of all teams taking English 9. Starting on April 25th, each team will begin taking the Math and Biology assessments. Team 1 will take their assessments, as you can see, back-to-back Monday and Tuesday, April 25th and April 26th. After that, each team successfully takes their Math 1 and Biology assessments back-to-back. The end-of-course assessments are given through the AIR online testing system. Here is an example of what the AIR online testing system looks like. In this particular test is an American history example. You can see a couple of things here that I would like to point out. The first is that you can navigate questions through a couple of different ways. The first way would be to select Next. You can select this question drop-down. And you can also select over here this grouping of questions. So each number represents the question number. By clicking Next, you're also saving your response to the current question. You can save in the middle of an extended response if you haven't finished yet. There are a couple of tools that I'd like to point out as well. Here you can see that you can take notes. You can select a line reader. You can also zoom in and zoom out if you're having issues with the size of the screen. When you're taking the math test, your math calculator will also be up here as well. This is a quick example of some of the benefits of taking the tests online. You can see here that this student has reached the end of their test. They can also see which questions that they have unanswered by looking for the orange triangle, or they can see which questions they flagged for review to go back and review those questions. Prior to submitting your test, you're going to want to make sure that you review your answers. You should have already received your testing room number from your English teacher. On your test day, you'll want to make sure that you eat a good breakfast, that you arrive to the testing room no later than 7:15 a.m. You'll want to bring a pencil with you, and it's good to know that you'll be eating third lunch during testing, so please make sure you're planning appropriately. That's why it's important to eat a good breakfast. It's also important to know that you will not be allowed to keep your personal device during testing. You will be required to put your phone in a secure location until testing is dismissed, and that means that your phone must be completely off. If you have questions or concerns, please see Mrs. Emmons in the 10 through 12 counseling office or send her an email at emmons_e@milfordschools.org.